Just a quick video I want to put together. So there's been some people working on assignments that have been reading or making updates to some of the HTML elements using getElementById. So I just wanted to do a quick video on it. Don't really think that you need to do this for your updates. Obviously, we showed you how to do the updates, which is the most common way for us to do it within this class. You can use that, continue to use that, but I just want to show you how to do this properly with the getElementById. So I'll just point you to these couple web pages here for your reference. Again, w3schools.com. You can see this one here, which I'm going to show you in a second. You see the getElementById and the value, right? And then the one we did from maybe 2 videos ago, where we had the random number or the random person get selected. We had this, right? So it looked like this, the inner HTML. So this is something where we had like the the P element, and we had like whatever the text was inside of it, and we got that. This here, we use this when we actually have, let's say, a text box, and then the text box gets the dot value. Again, I'm going to show you this to you in a second. So very quickly, so we have the HTML, which I was working on for the last video. And if you remember, I put in these alert boxes. I showed these values here. Here, I'm just showing you the getElementById for car price dot value, just to show you this is another way to access the value, right? And then the next line, I actually go in here and do an update, and I set it to be a different number. Again, just to show you that I can write to it. So I can read to it and write to it. Now the only caveat here is I can only do this when this is not read-only. Once I set it to read-only, then I can't do that anymore. Then really the only way to do it that we've been teaching in this class is doing this update like this. Okay, or slash pointer here. Okay, so let me save. Oh, I already saved it, and let me run it. And so I put in 10 days, and remember I left my little alert box when I clicked on intermediate. So I set it to be 70 when I clicked on intermediate. That's fine. The only thing, like I said, I didn't really care to have the variable used up here and down here. I think really you should hit process, and then it would put it here. So to do that, you would have used a different variable up here to hold it, feed into process, and then you calculate something out here. Okay, so put this in here. Doesn't really matter, these two are not working anyway. And then I hit the process. So the first one is this first alert here. Next one is the rental, right? So I put in 10 days, right? So that's the rental box. And then this is 700, and all that's showing is that I'm accessing the same value, right? So I get the getElementById, which is the car price, right? So ID, car price, dot value. Okay, so that's the reading of it, and then I do a writing of it, and you can see it came out here 888, which is 888. That's what I set here. So that's me setting the value here. Only caveat, like I said, I had to make this not read only for it to be able to write in there. So this is just for demo purpose. You don't really have to know this. You might take you might take some notes in case it comes up in some code that you might see elsewhere. Like you saw the demo, like I said, a couple of videos ago, where they had some reference to this when they wrote out the results from the random selection out of the array. So they pulled out a name, and they basically did it right with the inner HTML with the P tag. So that's one way to do it, and you can you can do that writing there. That's probably a little bit more common. to do it with the p tag and do the inner HTML like this, right? So that's one way to get the results out to HTML without having to use a text box. What I just demoed here is to access the text box. So there's two ways to do it. You could pick and choose inner HTML with the p tag, which, like I said, we did a couple of videos ago. You can try and use that also. That's up to you. So just a quick video here. Thanks.